Hello guys, the last class we built the upper shell for a controller. For this class we're gonna build all the buttons and the back shell of this controller. So let's start. First we're gonna build these buttons that are concave buttons. So let's open a new file, new part. Then we'll start the sketch with a corner rectangle. Click it, click here, and then you start the rectangle here and you end it here. Then you put all the dimensions. It's going to be a square of 5 and 5. Then next step is to create a 3-point arc from this point, from the start. Then you go to this point and then you click here. Now you need to put dimension here from here. Oh, sorry. So it's smart dimension. You click this point and then this point and you put 1 unit. Then you create a center line. You click here and you go here. Pay attention, so you be careful because it needs to be horizontal, so the degree, the angle should be 0. Then you select this line, shift, and then you select tangent. Okay, now our drawing is fully defined. We're gonna click here, features, then revolve boss and base. Then if you see, this line is selected, which is not good, so we're gonna click right, then delete. Then we're gonna select the right line, which is the axis of revolution, which will be this line. Then we will need to select the contours, so we click here and we select this contour. So what this tool does is that, well, it's revolve this shape in 360 degrees. So we click OK. And we have a concave button right here. Now we're going to move to the base of this button. We click spacebar, then we click here. And we're gonna click here and create a sketch. Here we're gonna build some holes for the connectors of the button. So this button has a cross pattern, so we're gonna go here and then click in center rectangle. Then you click at the center of the circle. Then you click here, escape bar, then rectangle, center, like the last time, same as last time. Then we dimension this part. It's gonna be 2 units. And then we dimension this part. It's gonna be 6 units. Okay, now we put some relations. So this will be equal to this, equal. Then select OK before selecting the other ones, because some of you make this mistake a lot the last time. So select OK. Then select this line, and click equal, and then OK. So now we're finished with this drawing, and we're gonna click extruded cut. and we're gonna extrude cut 2 millimeters. Click OK. Oops. Okay, so we have a problem here. What you need to do, because it's a complex shape, you need to select the contours. So you need to select this, this, and this, and 2 millimeters. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Now we have this shape. You can click here in display style and click here, hidden line is visible, and now you can see all the 3D object. We'll get back. Click here, then clear here. Then we're gonna change the material of this button. Here in material, right click, edit material. Then we shorten this. We select plastics, and then we select ABS. Put apply. And now you can see that it changes the color and it changes like the texture the SolidWorks gives to it. So now to change the button, the color, we're gonna go here to this sphere and right click here, edit appearance. Now to change this color, we're gonna go here and we're gonna select purple. We're gonna click here in define custom colors, and just to be sure what's the color, see it's purple, but it's kind of like it's not dark, so it's light purple. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna move this out so it can be around here. So now we got the color and we finished our first button. So please click File, then Save As, and save it as a SolidWorks part. Okay, I'm gonna save it. So I have already one. So I will click Don't Save, but please save your part. Now, the next button, it's the convex button here. So create File, New, Part. Then we do the same. We click Sketch, then corner rectangle. We select this one, then we start here, then we put it here, then we start dimensioning. We just put it 5 and 5 like the last time. 5 and 5. Now, the difference with this is that since it's a convex shape, you need to start the arc from here. So you create the arc, 3-point arc, you click here, then you click here, and click here. Now there's another way, instead of just putting also the line here and then clicking tangent, what you can also do is to select, well, first we're going to select this distance here to here, also 1 unit, and then we're going to select this point, shift, and then this line, and we're going to click coincident, and it does the same as before, but it's another way, so you know it. Now we have the drawing fully defined. So right now we're gonna click features, also revolve boss base. We're gonna select the axis of revolution. So we're gonna click here, then select the contours. I'm gonna select this one. Click OK. And we now have our button, our convex button. Now we're going to modify also the base. So we click spacebar and we click this base. Now this button is different as the other, just to make it easier to manufacture. So it has different a different pattern here. So you click here, then you click sketch, then you click center line, okay. Oops, I deselected it. Center line, okay. Then you click here at the center, and you click here. Be sure to be for it to be horizontal, or in this case 90 degrees. So right now we're gonna create a center rectangle around this line. Be sure that you put a relation. You see the yellow square, that it indicates a coincident relation when you're creating the rectangle. So you click here, then you click here, then you click Smart Dimension, and here is 2. And this dimension is 4. Okay. And other dimensions that we don't have is that the distance from here to the center should be 1 millimeter. Okay. Oops, no, sorry. Control C. So it's not this distance. I'm gonna erase it, delete. So the distance that we need is from here to here, not from the center of the rectangle, from the side. So now we have it. Then you're gonna mirror it. So you click here, center line. Then you put a vertical line. Then you select this rectangle with Shift, and you click Mirror Entities. You selected Entities to Mirror, which is a rectangle, Mirror About, and then you click here, and it's Mirror and fully defined. Now we go to Extruded Cut again, and it should be 2 millimeters. Okay, now we have it cut. You can see it again here. It's cutted, it's convex, it's fine. Then you click again here. Okay, now we're gonna do the same, which is we're gonna change the materials. So we go right click, then edit material, then you hide this, click here, then ABS, apply, click close, go to the sphere, right click, edit appearance. Now this one is a darker purple, so you need to click here, then purple, or just click here. Let me see, maybe like this. Okay, now you have a darker color. You click OK, and now you have your second button. Okay, so click File, Save As, and save your file in SolidWorks format. I'm not gonna save it, but please save it. Now, the next button is the large button where you click Start or Reset or Select. So for this one, we'll click New Part. Then we select Sketch. Then we select Center Point Straight Slot. We click here. Then we click at the center. You see the relation, coincident. Then be sure it's horizontal, or in this case 180 degrees. And you click again, and then you click again here. It's underdefined, so we click Smart Dimension. We click at this point and at this point, and we select 11 units. Now the third dimension, we click here, and we click here, and we select 4. 4. Now we create an extrusion, features, extrusion, again 5 millimeter. Click OK. Then we click this face and we click fillet, and for the fillet size we select 2 millimeters. Okay, click OK. Okay, and now you have this button created. Click spacebar, you go to the button, and now we're gonna create the pattern. So you create this sketch, then you select center rectangle, select the center of the shape, then you click smart dimension, you select 5, and you select 2. Okay, then you go to features, then extrude cut, and then 2 millimeters. Okay, click OK. Have the shape. Now we do the same. Click material, delete material, plastic ABS, apply, close, then sphere, right click, delete appearance, and this one is dark gray, so we can just select this one and click OK. So now we have our button. Please file, save as. Now the next button is kind of tricky, which is the D-pad. Oops, no, sorry. Click file, new, you select part. So have this button. It has a particular pattern here. So right now we click sketch, we click here, we click here, then we select here at the center, and we do the same as before. So we click this part, select this part, okay. Then we put some measurements. In this case, this measurement is 7.7. And this measurement is 24. Now we do relations. Select this one, select equal. Okay, now you need to do an extrusion, which is 5 millimeters. You remember the mistake before? So you click here, and then you click selected contours, and then you select all the parts. Okay, and you click, it's 5 millimeters. Okay, so now we have our button right here. So the next part is to create this center button right here. So for this, we're gonna use different tools. So you see, if you put the mouse here, it tells you which plane are you selected. So you can choose Alt Saddle right now or front plane. you click it and you select sketch. Now, as you can see, it creates a sketch plane here. You click again. Oops. Oh, you click it. No. Okay, wait. Well, you click right click and you select normal to, and it basically puts you normal to the plane. Okay. Now, get a little bit closer, and now you click here, center line. You click here, at this point at the center of the button, at the bottom center, the bottom upper part here, have this center line. Then you're gonna click here, 3-point arc. You're gonna start here, coincident, then here, coincident too, and you're gonna click here, and you click OK. So now we're gonna select smart dimension. Oops. Oh. Smart dimension. Okay. Then you click here. Then here at the top, and you select 1. Okay. Then you can create a center line here. Be horizontal, 180 degrees. Then you select this center line, select this arc, and select change it. Okay. Now, click smart dimension again. We select this point, and we select this point, and we choose 2.5. Now it's fully defined, but we need to create some lines. So we click here, the line, then we click here, we click again here, and we click here. So I created this line and this line. So now we're gonna click here, features, then revolve cut. We select the axis of revolution, which is this one, and as you can see, the hole is being created, and we click OK. So we now have a center button. So as you can see here, we also have some triangles. So we're gonna create it. So we click spacebar, we select this side, so we can draw it better. Then we click here, we select sketch, then we click here, we click center line, we click here at the center, and we go here. Okay, I click the escape button. Now you click here in the polygon. I already selected 3 here, but maybe you need to change it so you can create a triangle. So you click here in the line so it can be coincident, and you click here, also coincident. You see how it changes? It doesn't appear here the yellow button from coincident, and now it appears. It's very important you specify this. Now, what's the size of the triangle? So we click here, we click here. This side is 6. Then the distance from here to here should be 6 also. So we have it here. We have it here here the distance. But now the thing that's missing is that you need to click here and you need to specify vertical. And you click OK. Now the triangle is fully defined. Now, because the triangle have some fillet, you need to create it too. So you click here, you select 0.5 in the fillet, and then you start creating it. You click here, then you click here, then you click this line, and click this line, then you click this line, and then this line. So now that you have the 3 fillets, you click OK. And then OK. So now we have one side of this cross, it's a triangle. And to make the 4, you need to do all the same again. So you need to select these, all the lines from the triangle. So you click here, then you click here, and then when you selected all the lines of the triangle, you click this part, this arrow, then circular sketch pattern. So it's a very useful tool, as you can see. Basically, copies this pattern depending on this circle that you specified, and you specified also the number of times it copies. So now I just put it, it automatically puts 4, so it's perfect. So we click OK. Now, as you can see, they are not fully defined. So what you need to do is to click Smart Dimension, then click here, and click here. Say OK. 6 millimeters is exactly the same. And then you click Smart Dimension, you click here, and you click again here, and you select 6. Now, since you only need 2 dimensions, to specify 2 dimensions, to prevent them to have another options movement, these 3 triangles will be fully defined right now. So right now we select features, then we select extruded cut, and we choose 1 millimeter here. We click OK. As you can see, we have some triangles. So now we're missing the fillet down here. So here we select fillet, and since we don't want that SolidWorks do some fillet here, we just select the edges of the cross. So we start selected, and before you need to put here a fillet of 1 millimeter. So now that you have 1 millimeter, you start clicking it, and you will see how it changes. So we'll just click in every edge of it. It's kind of slow right now, but okay. And the last one. Okay. Now we have our front side ready. It's kind of similar to this one. Now we're going to the back side. We select back, and for this you're gonna do very similar. It's much easier. So you create sketch, then you click center line, then you click here, then you select circle, you create a circle here, then you specify the dimension, the diameter in this case. So it is this case 4 millimeters diameter. Then you click here with smart dimension, and then you click here, and in this case you select 8 millimeters. Now the circle is fully defined, so we do the same to copy to all the sides. We click here, circle sketch pattern, we copy it perfectly. Okay, now we do the same. We click smart dimension, then we click here, 8, okay, then click here, and 8 again. So now we have the 4 circles fully defined. We click here, extrude cut, and we select 2 millimeters. Okay, we're almost finished. Okay, now we have our piece here. You can click here, this side, so you can see it. It's very pretty. Okay, now we change the material again. It's all the same. We click here, we click plastic, ABS, apply, close. Then we choose sphere, right click, edit appearance. We choose the dark gray, which is already selected in this case. We click OK. Some changes. Let's see. The appearance. You select the dark. Okay. You need to click it. So it's okay. And now you're finished. Please save it. Now, for the last piece of today, we're gonna do the button shell of the controller. So for this, I'm gonna open the controller, the piece you did last time. Then you go here, boss extrude, you select the sketch from the controller, and you click Ctrl C. Then Ctrl C like copy, okay? Then you click New, Part, then you click Ctrl V as paste, okay? Then you select this part, and you select Edit Sketch. Now we're here. Since we don't need this button for the back shell, we select them and we click delete. You can click it on your keyboard. I don't have this function. You can select it and delete. So you do the same with this. Instead of selecting these, for example, you can select trim entities and then you disappear them. Okay. All the way. Okay. Now you click OK. Then you have this drawing. You click Features, then Extruded Boss / Base. You select 10 millimeters. Oops. More than one open contour. Okay, this may overlapping. Okay, so you need to select this part, and this part. Oops. Select this part, and this. I think we have a problem here. Ah no, it's alright. You click here. Now we have this piece. You click shell, and you click here, and you specify 1 millimeter. Great. Have this back shell right now. So you click File, Save As, and SolidWorks part. So this is the last piece. Thank you guys. If you're doing your drawing in SolidWorks 2017, please remember to save it as a STL file and send it to me. Bye bye.